Hey guys! Crazy times we're living in right now, huh? Okay, before I start this video, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. I put a lot more content up on Instagram these days than I do on YouTube. Foul mouth finds, no ED. Finds because it's thrifting finds, plus farming stuff. So, yeah, go in there, Instagram. I'll put not the link, but like my Instagram name down in the description below, as well as on the screen. And yeah, let's talk about farming today. I figured this was a great time to talk about growing your own food and showing you what I'm doing around here. Yeah, our grocery stores are picked pretty bare on some things. We have restrictions going on right now. Here, let me turn around so y'all can see the ducks, I think. We got restrictions on how much stuff you could buy. Not so much on produce, it's mostly on bread and milk. And possibly eggs. I don't know. I don't have to look at the eggs. Fortunately, we're blessed to have ducks laying right now. And they're laying like crazy. If you are following me on Instagram, then you already know this, but I learned that you can freeze eggs. So go on Instagram. I'll tell you exactly how to do that. And that is exactly what we are doing because these things are super unpredictable. We've had a couple years in a row now where once the ducks went broody, which is when they sit on their own eggs, they stopped laying after that until the next spring. And that was a very long time without any eggs at all. So now they're laying like crazy. Even though we only have 10 layers right now, I think, we are getting so many eggs. So we're sharing some with family, we're freezing some, and we're eating some. Yeah, because I don't know when that supply is going to run out. But anyway, so what's going on in here? I started putting up a fence. So here's the deal. Sorry, Rufus is coming over. Here's the deal. Let me go in there. Maybe I'll show you. Don't attack me, Rufus. Alright, everybody is hanging out right now. Hello, ducks. So we have some fencing around. So I started putting up the fence. And basically what we're going to end up doing is blocking off this whole area and kind of cutting it in that way where the wheelbarrow is. I believe. We might even go further. And by we, I mean me. This is my project today. Might go further down that way. But I'm going to plan up this whole area with various things. I guess I'm going to get planting and putting this fence up, and I'll show y'all what it looks like when I'm done. Do y'all have any idea how hard it is to work with a goose threatening you the entire time? Alright, so we've got the fence up. I've tied it off to the posts in some places. Over here, I have it tied to this tree. And if someone knows what this tree is, let me know, because I have no idea. It's like, it looks just like a giant stick. It had branches on it that just kind of look like fern leaves. And they all fell off when the first frost came. And I guess that's how they do. Whoop. Right here. That's where the branch came off. And it looks like it's got some regrowth on it there. So I don't know what that is. But anyway, I've tied it off to the fence up here. Oh, the reason I brought up this tree is because I tied it to the tree. Because these stakes, I mean, they're in the ground relatively well. The problem is I have some rocks that I keep hitting. I believe this was trenched out with rocks at one point, so it's hard for me to sink it all the way into the ground for some of them. This tree is not going anywhere though, so if anything pushes up against this tree, it's going to hold it in place. Now the last piece of this puzzle is securing the bottom of the fence, because the ducks can fly over it, but they won't unless they're provoked. So if someone was chasing them from that way and chased them this direction, they might fly over, but it's pretty unlikely that they're going to test that. However, under the fence, that's a whole nother scenario. So, catch some action over there. I'm refilling the pool right now. They're flushing it out with some fresh water, but they can't stand it. So anyway, so now what we need to do is take garden stakes, and we're going to tack them into the bottom of all these fences. So I'm going to stand on that to push it in the ground really tight, but basically there's going to be 2 of those between each pole, I guess you could call it, They're garden stakes. But yeah, the garden staples will go between each pole, make this extra secure. So basically the only way they're getting over is flying. We'll be able to step over it. And the other thing is they'd have to get the height to fly over that too. They're just not that skilled. They're domestic ducks. They can't fly very well. So anyway, all right. So now to staple the fence, and then it will be done. Then I can start planting. Word to the wise. Don't be an idiot like me and flood your own work zone. This is, I had to staple and tack down all the fencing, and I went to refill the pool while I was out here, not remembering that it's about to flood everything I'm working on. But oh well. At least I can give you a little demonstration of how this water system is working. So it goes over the pallets. Yeah, there's duck doo-doo on that. There's Rufus having some fun in the pool while we're refilling it. So as you can see, the water kind of flanks this garden bed right here. I have so far, well, I planted a couple of tomatoes in here, and then I planted these, this is Brussels sprouts. I had 2 more. Well, the stupid ducks, I shouldn't say stupid, the persistent ducks stuck their heads through the fence. I didn't realize that they could do that, and they ate it. So this is the only one that remains because they couldn't reach it. And right here I have a trellis which I'm going to plant some cucumbers on. And there's someone who laid an egg in the stream today. Hi, lady. That's our birdie cayuga. And here's Rufus playing in the fresh water, preventing it from becoming completely clean. But that's okay. He's so much more calm in the pool. He loves the pool. Do you love your pool, Rufus? You're so much happier in there. You're not nearly as mean. He was attacking me while I had the camera down. I just want you guys to know. Alright. So, oh. Nice job. I don't know if you guys just saw him slip, but anyway. So there we go. Here's the water. Comes down here. Goes down there. And this, when it's filling, this is generally where the ducks go. This is going to be stunning. I've seen they're all down there playing in it. Once everything starts growing, oh my gosh, it's going to be so gorgeous in this pen. It's going to be awesome. Just thought I'd show you inside the house right now. Mama Goose is sitting on some eggs. I had to put them in a pool because she was smashing them on the concrete. She's been sitting for about a week or so. And I've just come in here to see the cayuga. She is pretty prone to going broody, so I don't know if she is or not. What are you sitting on over there, girl? Yeah, I know. I'm just, don't mind me. Oh no, look at that. We got another broody. Well, our Ancona's going broody too. Oh, and here comes Rufus. I'm not touching your lady, okay? Don't attack me. Don't attack me. I'm just looking at all these eggs. Okay. Alright, okay, I'm sorry. Alright, well, our duck's gone broody, which I told myself I wouldn't let it happen because they stopped laying. Please don't attack me. But looks like I failed to get the eggs in time, which I knew. I just discovered that nest yesterday, and I should have picked them up, and I didn't. I'm sorry. You okay? All right, I'll get out of here. Okay, don't you do it? Don't you do it? All right, we'll leave them alone for now. Yeah, I know. Okay, I wanted to talk to you really quick about purchasing plants for planting, like ones that have been started already. So this, let me show you. Is this a zucchini? Yeah, okay. So I got zucchini and I got squash, but here's a little tip for you. Look in the pots, when you see these like started ones, look for the amount of stems they have in there, because this isn't, like sometimes they'll just have one in there, and it's the same price as if you dig through, and sometimes you'll find something like this, which is 3. So what they generally do when they start these pots is they'll throw like, you know, 2 or 3 seeds in them and hope that one of them works. And if one grows, then they can sell it. So a lot of times, you know, a couple of them will sprout and they don't separate them out, and that's to your benefit. So now I've got 3 plants. I bought one cup for, this was like $1.50 or $1.60 at Lowe's, and I have 3 plants. So yeah, there you go. Be diligent about looking for your started plants, okay guys? Okay, so I know it seems really quick, but this was a very, very long day. And I'm back here and showered, in case you can't tell that my hair is wet and my face is clean because I was super sweaty and disgusting earlier. Been working all day outside in the sun. It's quite hot. I can't tell by looking at the camera in this lighting, but maybe a little burnt. Feels a little burnt, especially my arms. Anyway, I finished my fence in the duck pen here. I'll show you. It's all dug up along here because I'm starting a container garden in my backyard on my porch. I have a bunch of herbs planted back there, and everything here is just super nutrient dense, rich compost. It's composted from all this water, and everything was pushing old like debris, just like natural stuff. I don't know, like leaves and sticks falling out of the tree, and straw, and of course duck manure. And it's just like, oh, the plants are gonna love it. So I put that in there, and then I put soil, a top layer of soil, and planted into that. And then I brought 4 of them in the backyard as part of my project earlier. Fence is all up, and as you can see, I have zucchini planted here. That's 1 of 3 in that one little pot. And then over here, I have 2 yellow squash planted as well in one of those starter cups, which was a pretty sweet deal because that cup happened to have 4 plants in it. So planting 2 here and then 2 in the backyard in a different garden bed, because when it comes to growing stuff, redundancy is the name of the game. You don't want to, you know, have something happen here, like the ducks get in it and eat it, and then have no backup plan. So, and same within the back. Maybe the deer eats the stuff in the back, and then this is still good to go. So, yes. What else? Here, I planted a bunch of cantaloupe, and along this fence is watermelon. Hopefully it'll vine up the side of the fence and not take up too much room in the garden bed and not choke stuff out. So hopefully it'll be growing up and not out, but we will see what happens with that. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for hanging there with me as usual. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoy my content, because I'm trying to have time to put some stuff out there. But again, follow me on Instagram if you want more frequent updates, because I do post on there a lot more regularly. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. I sure appreciate it. And leave a comment. I always read them, good or bad. Sometimes I respond. I try to respond to everything, but you know, time, yada, yada, yada. All right, that's it for this one. Stay happy, stay healthy, and hopefully I see y'all in the next one. Bye.